Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. I am out to lunch, and today we're going to go to Professor Hecat's class. I did go outside the school and did a couple of her assignments, which was to dodge, using dodge 10 times, and then use, Incendio on some spiders. To go ahead and get those out of the way. So now we just got to go to our class so we can learn the spell Expelliarmus, which at this stage of the game is going to be our only ranged attack because Incendio, as you see, does not have very much range. And otherwise I can levitate them or I can pull them to me. So we need a ranged attack so we can start attacking them a little bit further besides a basic spell. Plus this way we can take away their weapons and stop their attacks, right? If we take away their weapons, it at least takes them a second or two to find it. So kind of renders them helpless for a little bit. But we're going to go do that. Then we'll go do Herbology class just to get another class out of the way. I don't think we learn anything in this one except how to plant Mandrake, which is kind of annoying, but pays homage to the movies, so we got to do it. Then we'll go do the girl from Uagadou. Natty wants us to meet her in South or Lower Hogsfield. And depending on how much time we have left, we might come down and do the Crossed Wands round 3 and win the dueling tournament and do the spell combination. We get some appearance stuff out of it. You don't really get any good equipment. But we're going to do that. So we're going to head to Professor Hecat's class, Dark Arts, Dada. Hogwarts. I am down here is where I found the spiders. Closest place I figured I could find the spiders was just out here, so it's also where we have to do Girl from Uagadou. But I figure we'll do it in that order just to get that spell, because I think we have to go attack some people when we're over there. Now that is the astronomy wing. And we want Defense Dark Arts classroom. Let's head there. It might be getting nighttime. I may have to wait. Took a while to run there since we haven't learned how to fly a broom yet. And it looks like it. It's nighttime. We're going to have to wait. So I guess we're going to wait. Map. Time. Yes. And it's still early enough. All right, let's do it again. Eventually, we should get there. Well, at least it's daytime. Okay, I'm up off the ground. Can I come in? Here we go. Cutscene. Bunch of nerds. Taking notes. Really? So cheesy.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
I did.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
I am.
Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Luckily, I have loads of both.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
But not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So we have to practice that. Let's put this one up top. Let's put this one down low. Now we have 2 offensive spells and 2 what I call defensive, but
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing.
Incendio!
Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Okay, thank you. All right, now let's see. Have we been to... We have not, so we're going to have to go there, aren't we? Boo! Means I got to walk all the way over there.
Soul help me?
No, quit asking. Don't talk to first years.
You misbehaving little toad! Your father and I did not break.
Sometimes just sitting around listening to the stories is hilarious. Okay, looks like the closest place we can get is over here. We're gonna have to walk our way there. I probably ought to just do this too while I'm here. Let's put it on. Quest. Herbology class. And I can just do that and follow it.
Hogwarts must have hundreds.
I went the opposite way. Alright, pick up this one. Now we can fast travel here. And
Throwing punches
class.
again.
Cutscene.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Oh, called me a rose.
We do look forward to growing together.
All the cheap
How
puns.
thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge.
Cultivated.
The
Did you guys
prudent
pick up on that?
herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Apparently we have to use cotton. Back in the 1800s, we didn't have muffs.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Pull.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
Oh, that was funny. I totally did the left one and it works anyway. So there you go.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
And shutting it up.
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Oh, great. Always being pointed out.
I wonder if hippogriffs like mock grass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Is she a type A
Let's see
personality?
How to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Is that
or
what a
rotate.
type A is? Always positive.
Make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion.
Didn't he?
As you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Okay. I've planted them.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I do like using the cabbages. They do wonders against trolls. But first...
Revelio.
That's it. A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight.
Mallow sweet. Dittany. We have a note.
There's plenty of dragon
Dear
dung in
Professor
case you run
Garlic.
out. Feel free to plunge right in.
Looked like a war had broken out.
How very thoughtful of you. And to remember that strawberries are my favorite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure.
It's also somewhat exciting waiting.
Water,
Oh.
soil, sunlight, and a touch of
Revelio.
That's not
That's
trying
all
to
garden
sweet talk
needs.
the teacher into giving you. Your
Hello.
kid.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade
I
the other
can't
day.
sneak in there.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
Yeah, I
Up
know
these
who you
stairs
are.
will take us there.
I whipped
But
your ass
you'll
in
lead.
round 2. Okay.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me.
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
We got
But you
anything over
outright
here? What's
slaughtered him.
this?
It was brilliant.
Not grass
Oh.
sprigs.
Thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself.
I'm sure
I
you
mean,
did.
I would have, if Hecat hadn't stopped me.
I'm pretty
Didn't she
sure
stop
you
that
did.
dragon skull from crushing
Okay,
you?
apparently it's got to go down over here, dude.
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And
Dude.
Hufflepuffs too. Here we are. Home
I
of
whipped
the
your ass
Chinese
on my
chomping
first
cabbage.
day.
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now,
Oh,
see
I'm
that
gonna
dummy?
grab them all.
Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
And these don't grow back, by the way. If you thought you'd come back here and sneak a few more afterwards, you can't. I tried.
Revelio.
I thought I saw something glow over here. Apparently, aha, it's right here. Field guide page. Dirigible plums. This orange radish-like fruit floats upside down as it grows. Some believe it can enhance one's ability to accept the extraordinary. I don't know about that. But okay, I gotta drop one of these on this thing. And to do that, L1, cabbages.
Look at that. That's more money than they can get their
Doing
halves on.
37 damage each bite.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Revelio.
It saved her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
That's outside, I can't get it.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
That's true.
Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Personality of a nothing.
Revelio.
Oh, but I will take that. Malasuite. And some more Dittany. Where are you going? Well, that one's locked. Maybe. Ah, shortcut. I like it.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Thanks, dude. That was totally useful. Still got 5 minutes. That's why I picked up the ones I could. I think we're getting potions class after Girl from Uagadou.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Wow.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oh, yes. Okay, we got that done too. Now, anything else we can grab?
Mandrakes are really relishing their new
But we did
pods.
get up a level,
Costly, my boy.
which I think
Down
means
here.
I can unlock. Where was it? Was it gloves? No. The glasses. Still haven't found any glasses. Hat now. Scarf now. Maybe it's this, finally. Yes. Level 10. We go up 15. Good. That's a horrible color, though. We're going to have to change that color. Let's go back to our school robes, please. Go dark arts, but that was Slytherin. Yeah, it's a little too much. I think I'm good with that. Okay. Maxed out on gear. I found a vendor in a place we're about to go and sold some of the stuff, so I have plenty of slots to find more things.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for
How much
plants
time?
as well as
Yeah, I'm not going to make you guys wait 3 minutes. We'll just come back. Let's go. Girl from Uagadou. Oh, potions class. You know what? We can make Wiggenweld potion. Let's do that real quick because that didn't take any time to do those two. Map. And not too far away, actually. Wonder if that's on purpose. So that he's right close to where all the
Revelio.
thing anyway, but before I get out of here, I hear it. Maybe it's outside. Nope, it's in there somewhere. I don't think I ever found that one. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we got thunder in the background. It's starting to rain here. The fronts are blowing in. We're not getting the bad stuff that they are in the middle of the country, though.
Someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never.
Before I come in here, I know that I think there's one out here.
Which he is.
Revelio.
I have not been over here yet. Aha! I knew I heard one. Field guide page. Statue of Gregory the Swarmy. The statue was an ingratiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Swarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. Okay.
There was something else too.
I guess he is swarmy, so people don't like him.
Revelio.
Okay, let's do another cutscene.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will brew a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
No direction for me. I just gotta walk off by myself. Okay, here we go.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze
Pinch
could
of
be
Dittany.
disastrous.
Horklump juice. A little more. Now we gotta stir clockwise.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Check this out, Professor.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You heard correctly.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere.
She is assistant headmistress.
Anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. You're not in my house. Why should I help you? I did it in my other two playthroughs as a Gryffindor and Slytherin, but this time I'm not. Because it didn't help us out later on in the game no matter what. Even if you're a Gryffindor, it doesn't help you out later on.
I don't know, Gareth.
But
I
do
don't
what you
want to
want. It
get on
doesn't
Sharp's
matter.
bad side.
You don't get
You
in
won't.
trouble.
Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable.
You just have to apologize
Sharp
to
won't even miss
Professor
it.
Sharp.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Keep your potion.
Revelio.
Mongrel fur. Ashwinder eggs. A note from the Order Office. Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burke's has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more Aurors to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. They're trying to pull him back in. I'll just help myself there to a new school uniform. Thank you very much. And how about a Hoopa feather for myself? Thank you. And I didn't get in trouble.
Head witch or wizard always has a few potions. Should you chop the Didney or crush it?
Potion station
One answer
unlocked.
could result in the unfortunate
I can now
loss of
make
your eyebrows.
potions, but I don't have any Horklump juice. Damn it. Edurus potion. Alright, let's make one of these. Dadgummit. Now I gotta go find a cave. Horklumps grow mostly in caves or around caves. So we're gonna have to, when we go out, we'll try to find a cave, see if we can get some, so we can make some more Wiggenwelds. In case I don't block so well anymore. Which I worked on that with the spiders I was blocking, so maybe I'm good enough now I don't need as many Wiggenwelds. Trained myself to quit holding the trigger down when I go to block. Oh, and I need Fluxweed stem for a Felix Felicis.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
It's a slightly different reaction if you give him the Whooper feather. It does a little bit better sparkage.
Sorry, Professor.
More fireworky-ish.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
See, I didn't lose points, dude.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist.
See?
You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence.
Can I get an
and you do well
exceeds
to remember that you're not
expectations
a
on my
potions master
owls?
quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Whooper feather. This time.
How did he know? How the hell did he know?
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
How the hell did he know? Alright, well, next time when I do Ravenclaw and I get to do the class, I'm not going to help out and I'm not going to take the feather and I want to see what he does. Man, I can't believe he knew I took that.
My robes are going to reek from Garrus.
That's crap. Alright, girl from Uagadou. I promise we'd do it. Let's go. Map. World map. Heading south, even though it looked like there we were heading north. Oh, come on, dudes. I got this. There it is. Travel. How the hell did he know I stuck the feather? It wasn't poking out of my jacket or anything.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Sure, why not?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain.
Yeah, like that.
I know that's a lot to absorb.
Firebolt that blew him to pieces.
And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
Uh-oh.
What sort of stand?
Already
Men
causing
like
trouble.
Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Could be dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Okay, is that
Be
it?
on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Ooh, while we're out here, girl from Uagadou. While we are out here, let's do these two real quick. Pick up some easy peasy experience points.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys?
Never heard of you.
I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I could be. Sounds like fun. Doesn't sound too appealing.
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps. What precisely do you need to retrieve and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never
In the
returned.
lake. Why'd you call it a cruise?
What
More like a
happened to them?
paddle.
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned.
Maybe
Father
the
was so distraught
giant
that he forbade our
squid
family
got
from
'em.
setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You know what? That sounds perfect. Why wouldn't I do that?
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography,
The
depth
vessels.
charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would
Furlong?
be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
I'm assuming a furlong is
I
where
do
those
hope you
bubbles
find the
are.
astrolabe. It would
Okay,
mean so
lost
much to our
astrolabe.
family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Do, do, do. Alright, you can just barely see them in the water. They look like little air bubbles.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
And hope the giant squid doesn't come get you. Take a breath, dive down. Family astrolabe. But we're not done yet.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
What else is down here? Dead body? Gonna bring back a skull? Something like that? Hey, my first pair of glasses. Orange-eyed of newt glasses, which looks stupid. But I need glasses. It's the only piece I don't have anything for. Another pair. Frameless tinted spectacles. Alright. And crimson clockwork scarf. That's alright. So that's all of those. Go give it right back to her. That's why I said it's a real quick one. It's easy to do. Talking takes longer than anything else. But now that we've got it, we can come up here, get some quick experience, be done with that. And there's another one that I want to do while we're here.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible. Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. And it's yours for a price. Which I did when I was Slytherin and have to be a bad guy. And I'm keeping it, which you could really be a dick and keep it and not give it to her at all. Which I haven't done. I might do that next time just to see. Since I really won't care about Ravenclaw. But I might do that just to see what changes so we can make a video of all the ones with all the different voicings that they gave us. So I'm just going to give it to her.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It
Gonna
will.
get some coins out of it.
I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me.
Probably should have
and
since you're
for my
Slytherin.
family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank
I
you
did
again.
find all kinds of
And I
things
do
down
hope
there.
you keep diving.
Now,
You
before we
certainly have a
go
knack for
over
finding
here, I'm going to put on some glasses because I don't have any. Those are going to give me 15 more, so now I have better defense. Ooh, those are 19 now. I can't upgrade them, but we're so low level, we're going to get something better. See what I mean? They're goofy looking. So, I'm going to take them off because I can't play for you guys looking like that. Sorry. I just can't do it. We got... Ooh, take that too. God dang, my defense is pretty good right now. What about my scarf? Level locked. Man, alright, well then we're definitely doing this. We might get enough to get up to level 11. Okay, right over here, where you're seeing that, we learn about the Merlin trials.
They must have come this way. Think!
So that's why we want to be over here. Merlin
I've no
trials.
idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time.
A doxy's nip?
Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Expelliarmus.
Oh, that's clever.
Incendio.
Okay.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, wow. I'm scared.
Get over here, you entitled presumption!
Expelliarmus, I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this to do the job of my gate, buddy!
Right? How'd I do that time? Only got hit once. Only got hit once.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Okay, let's come over here. Talk.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Miss Nora
Care to
Treadwell.
tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies.
How does everybody know
They
him?
seemed quite
She's not even
keen
from
on
here.
you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
If you talk to every vendor in the game, Nora here, the Priya, her girlfriend, wife, whatever, is a vendor in one of the small towns. So if you're out and about and filling up, talk to all the vendors when you come to a village, hamlet, or town, and you'll run into her. It's kind of funny. After you do this, you get to talk to her and, oh yeah, I met Nora, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of funny. All right, research. How interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary. I thought he was a
I
myth.
thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures
Really?
he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles
No
and
way
enigmas.
Merlin was a Slytherin. He was a good guy.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
That's why I grabbed it.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Chock full?
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
I only have 5.
Revelio.
Really?
Now,
You only gave me
notice
5?
the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Mallowsweet. Let's use it. Okay. Ooh.
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Incendiary.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
Ta-da! We did our first Merlin trial.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
They're not all that simple. Some of them are harder. You gotta use different spells. So we gotta learn more spells to keep doing a bunch of them. Okay.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Quest complete. Trials of Merlin. That give us the what we need. There she goes. Poof! And we did. We got level 11. And off she goes.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing really out
in our
here.
common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
What does Lenora want to say? I forget what her stupid quest is. I was just seeing if there was some more leech juice laying around. There is. Haha. Okay, next I'm gonna come over here real quick. Let's see what we can put on. That was not it. Eyewear. That was not. Okay, we got what we want there. Hat. It wasn't a hat, was it? Nope. Nope. Scarf. No. Yes, it was scarf. We're gonna go up scarf so we get more attack, offense, power. Now. If you do a bunch of those Merlin trials,
Not sure
if
how
I
I'd
remember
fare in a little
correctly,
place like this.
it allows you to get more
never thought
slots. No, it
Ramrock's
doesn't. No,
Willis
it
would go
doesn't. It
this
doesn't do
far.
squat for that. We got to get to where we
Hello,
can
Mr. Semi.
get
What can
our
I do for
talents. Talent points get us the extra spell slots. Merlin trials, I believe,
What do you
get
have
you
to say?
more gear slots.
can I help you with
so you can hold more stuff before you have to go sell it. Like this. Okay, lower. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. I hate selling these, but it's so much money. And they're all lower. So keep selling them till you get up to
Hope
in
to
the
see you again
25s or so. And then you can stop if you get one you like. Okay, before we do that, what's the next quest? What did she tell us? Crossed Wands. Prisoner of Love, the portrait of Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic, may have some information for me. Now that's new. That did not happen in any of my other ones. Tell you what, let's go find it real quick. Which I'm assuming is back at Hogwarts. We have not found that yet. But we have found this one. What is this? Hufflepuff common room? No, let's go here. Viaduct courtyard. That's fairly close. I think he's hanging out in the Great Hall, which I know he's not. He's down over here. Near the Hufflepuff common room. Maybe he's in the Hufflepuff common room. Let's find out. Still got thunder going on outside. But the rain slacked off a little bit. He is in our common room. Ha-ha! I asked who this guy was day one. I'm gonna have me a piece of cake. Eldritch Diggory. Wonder if he's Cedric Diggory's dad.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
Interesting.
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most ask and keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you're up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home. in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall head there directly.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
But when were you
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you.
Was that in the books?
Didn't have
I
the
don't
chance
remember.
to do all that I could.
I read them too long
I was
ago.
in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Ooh, does this mean I get to do what I think we get to do?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Okay, this is better than I could have hoped for. Yeah, I didn't realize it was this. I thought Ravenclaws had that special one. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Make you watch that way. And when we get done with this one, I'll explain why I was so excited about it, and also the differences between the other houses if you haven't played the other houses yet. If you have, then you know what I'm about to say, or gonna say later. But anyway, I'm gonna stop it here, and we will pick it up at the next episode. We'll see you then.